Welcome to Steve's Coin Op. Here we have this Strata bowling and a slick shot cabinet where you actually roll the ball. We made a video of unloading it and diagnosing what was the matter, but that video got deleted. It didn't get recorded. I forget what happened. So here it is, all fresh. Let's get you some light. Well, 7,002. There's the white mold and all the trash in the bottom. What's come to expect. So we got cleaner for the mold, and we determined the power supply is bad. So I ordered, the monitor works, but I ordered a cap kit anyway, because who knows how long that monitor's been sitting. And we got a new power supply. So we're going to go ahead and start changing the power supply. So let me get the control panel off, and we'll be back. Alright, we got the playfield part off. You had to take this bracket off, that bracket off, and it just pretty much lifted out. And unplug this 15-pin connector. Now you can get to the electronics a whole lot easier. As you can see, it's got the ball in it. That's a good thing. There's the Strata board. There's our dead power supply. So we're going to go about getting the power supply changed out. Remember, when changing power supplies, you either write down the color wires where they go, or just change one wire at a time. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and then we'll be back. Alright, on this power supply, you should be able to see from right there. They got 3 wires for one AC terminal. I'm having a heck of a time getting that on there. So what I'm going to do is cut these 2 off and then just combine them into one. Alright, we're back. As you can see, I got both wires in one little terminal now, so it'll be easier to put on. There's the new power supply installed. I just want to also point out, I bought a HAP. I spent for the best instead of the old cheapies, but there's the old one. We got the old one on, new one in. What we're going to do now is we're going to, what's this wire? I don't know. We're going to disconnect the board, because I don't want them 5 volts going into the board when we plug it in. So let's plug the game in and see what happens. Alright, this power supply is alive because you can see the lights on. The other one is just completely dead. Let's get our meter. Let's make sure we have the right setting this time. That's AC, this is DC. Alright. Black to ground, red to 5 volts. I'll set you down there real quick. Alright, it's set. We're getting 5.18. I'm going to turn that down just a little. Set you back down. Alright, I'm at 5.13. So what I'm going to do now is turn the game back off, which is this cord here. Set the cord up there. screwdriver on it. We're going to plug the JAMA back in. Plug the A back in. I'm sure you can hear we got sound, but I'm going to measure the voltage again. And we're still right at 5.1, 5.2. Turn it down to 5.1 exactly. There we go, 5.10 exactly. And we do have a picture, Strata bowling. So what I'm going to do is get the tools cleaned out of here. So we're going to slide the drawer in. Turn the meter off so my battery don't go dead. We're going to slide the drawer in, and then we're going to try to see if the game even plays. See right there. Before I even do that, do I see any broken wires? No, the switches look good. Everything looks good. Yeah, that didn't sound good. Okay. The drawer is plugged in. That ain't sitting right. There, that's something better. Right. The ball came out. Oh, we got two balls. All right. Sensor must not be working. Sensors must not be working, so we're going to get into that. All right, the book says about light getting in that sensor. I shut that light off up there. And as you can see, you know, there it went down the gully. But when I stand right in front of it and block every light out of that hole. Oh, maybe they go fast enough. All right, let's try this again. All the lights blocked from that hole. See, still, there's something in there in the way. But as you can see, I got a strike. So it's, see, something's making the ball when it goes down there. It probably all needs cleaned out. But this, something's making the ball, so we gotta probably smooth it down. Something. See, boom. So we'll check it out and see what's going on, but it all needs cleaned up. I took my hand in there after that last game and kind of pushed on the back a little bit. It seems to be rolling a lot better. As you can see, I got a 149. There's a spare, so it's working really good. I think we're gonna go through the cleanup state. Oh, that's right, 10th frame. Yep. Here we go. I think it's set on easy. So we're gonna clean it all up, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, we're back. Now the next thing is we're gonna pull that monitor chassis and do the cap kit on it. It's got a really good picture, but those caps have been in there. Who knows how long it's been sitting. Now that looks like the original glue on those caps. Who knows how long it's been sitting, but we're gonna take that chassis out, clean it, do the cap kit. So let's get the chassis out of there. All right, we're gonna get this chassis out of here. First, let's unplug the sync cables. I noticed this monitor either was in a gun game or supposed to go in a gun game because of the extra wire for the high voltage. Is because of the flashing. So disconnect the 110. Just pull the neck board off. And then the high voltage unit. You're supposed to get a screwdriver with the jumper cable to the metal. Yeah, I don't do that. Just when you do this, do not make sure you're not touching it, especially any metal or anything. Just reach in there, squeeze it, and it'll come right off. I know I'll get slack over it once somebody sees it. That looks like a good place to put the screw. I don't see the other screw down here. Let's see. You probably don't know what you can see, if anything. Oh, there's no screw in it. So that's even not good, but alright. So let's slide the chassis on out of there. Oh yeah, the remote board, which I remember seeing that's laying right here. Here's the wire for it. There's the remote board. Oh, that's just laying right on that hot resistor. That can't be good. Just hold me up. And get the gauze wires, which is these two here. And that kept racing to us. See, plus I'm doing it one-handed. Yeah, there's the yoke wires. Brown that way, blue this way. We'll try to remember that. With separate plugs, because the gun game for the mirror. There we go. This has that grounding wire. Is that still hot? It's warm. I can't see where it's going. It's going to the neck board. So we're going to cut that. See, I don't think the chest has been taken out. That snap, snap. This should come right out. So there's the chassis. So we're going to do the cap kit. All right, we're back. As you can see, I replaced all the capacitors out of the cap kit. There was the list. So that's all done. I reflowed the solder and the flyback, just in case there's any cold solder joints. So we're gonna go put this in, and then we'll be back. All right, we're back. I got the chassis in. As you can see, there's the picture. So next problem is I kind of noticed batteries are dead. Is there a battery on this board? There's dip switches. Battery. I don't see a battery. There's the knob. There's, oh yeah, there's a battery. Right there's a battery. Of course, look at the size of that dinky thing. We'll figure that out later. So what next we're going to do is clean this out, work on this white mold, get the bottom cleaned out. And as you remember, when the game did start working, the ball sticks, and you can see this protector's out a little bit. There's a lot of foam in there, so I don't know. I was going to staple it. There is wood in the back, so I'm probably just going to ram some staples in there and see if that works. If not, we'll worry about it later. But now let's get it cleaned up. Alright, we're back here at CoinOp Steve. I laid this game down. We glued that corner on with frozen glue. The glue was froze, but I mean, what was I going to do? And it's glued on. It's solid. So it's not the greatest, but it's on. I could get something and touch that up. I don't know. We'll worry about it later. I don't know when that scratch happened. So glue's old. That goof off, which I ended up not needing since the glue was frozen. So since that's glued on, the best of my ability, I'm going to get the game stood up and we'll be back. Alright, we're back. The game works. It's almost ready. The battery in the board is dead, so you can't set it on free play, have any memory or anything, but it works good. So we're going to bowl a little game here. We have to turn the lights out. Alright. Here's a credit. It's got a nice picture. Alright, see the hook down there? I give it a little hook like that. There we go. Crap, it's because I'm holding the camera. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Oh, I'm doing lousy now holding this camera. There we go. Wow. Yes. Ah. Oh, jeez. All right, let's do one more game. jeez. I don't know. Yeah, we just bolted 211. That's pretty good. So, but it's working. We're gonna get together, and then I'm gonna get a battery and a holder for the board, and then we'll be back. Right, welcome to Steve's Coin Op. Today we're gonna finish this Strata bowling. We're gonna pull the board out. Gotta change the battery in the board. Get a screwdriver. Trying to find a screwdriver. Here it is. Alright. So we need to pull the board out, change that battery. Disconnect the JAMA, the sensors. I already have the soldering irons plugged in. You see it back here barely. Alright, and there's the board. Got a jumper on it. Let's go over here to the bench. I must have left them on. Batteries are dead. But where's the battery? So there's the battery. We don't have that size battery. We're going to put a 2032 on it with a holder. We'll just glue it right there. There's plenty of room. Yeah, there's only one on there. So to the left is the positive. Let's see what we get. Meter. Dead. It's dead. It's 0-0. So we'll change the battery and we'll be back.